Hello, everybody. How are you? Good afternoon. I am continuing the conversation today about why the exercise you're doing isn't working to get rid of your pain, why the exercise you're doing isn't working to get rid of your knee pain. So today I am talking about you are doing the wrong exercises. Not your fault. You're doing the wrong ones. And so, maybe you're doing all of the right things. You're not doing too much exercise. You're not doing too little exercise. You're not doing, exercise too often, too much rest, things like that. All of the things I talked about earlier this week on these videos. So you can be doing all the right things, but if you're doing the wrong exercise, it's not going to work. So what do I mean by that? A lot of people who have knee pain, for example, I talk a lot about that because I go through knee pain myself, and I have a lot of people that talk about it. So knee pain, a lot of people will think, oh, well, I have knee pain, I should just do some squats. I need to strengthen my quads. Doing some squats will help. Squats strengthen quads. My quads attached to my knee hurts. My knee must be weak. My quads must be weak. And this is incorrect. Yes, maybe your quads are weak. Unlikely to be the only thing that's weak. If your quads are weak and you didn't have a surgery where you weren't allowed to use your quads for a while, then there are probably other things that are weak too. Glutes, hamstrings, calf muscles, those are likely weak too. And I've talked a lot about this week, but we strengthen in the direction we go. So we get up from chairs every time we stand up. We get up from the toilet every time we stand up. That's essentially doing a squat. So however many times you get up and down from the chair each day, you're doing a squat. So you're already doing squats. So as long as the amount of activity matches what you're trying to do, if you get up from the chair only one time a day, then you're only doing one squat a day. But most of the time we're getting up and down, up and down, up and down. So you're doing a bunch of squats throughout the day. If that were the thing that was going to fix it for you, it would have fixed it for you. Usually what happens, especially with knee pain, is it's usually a hip problem, a hip weakness problem. So our hips pre-position where our knees are in space. So our hips are above our knees, which means that a weak hip is, imagine these are my hips. My hip over here is weak, so it drops a little bit. So now it tilts. So now I'm going to walk with a limp a little bit. In order to accommodate for now this shift in position, my knee's going to have to do something. Instead of being slightly down and under my hip, it's going to be even further in because my hip is further down. So it's going to shift my knee position to go inward, and it's going to stretch out the inside of the knee. It's going to create tenderness. It's going to put more pressure on other parts of your knee. So if you're stretching the inside part of your knee, you are now collapsing the outside part of your knee and putting more pressure on the outside portion of your knee, the outside meniscus, the outside cartilage, and creating problems that way. So if you're only doing squats to fix your knee problem, but it's actually a hip weakness problem, you're never going to get better. So most people that I see, I recommend that you do hip strengthening, glute strengthening exercises, round it out with some hamstring strengthening exercises, and then further round it out with some calf strengthening. So now you've got calf below the knee, get that stronger, hamstrings behind the knee, glutes above the knee to strengthen the areas around the front of the leg where the knee is, which probably is relatively strong comparatively. Usually, people have stronger quads than they have hamstrings and stronger quads than they have glutes, especially if they have knee problems. Glutes shut off. They're not doing their job. You need to strengthen those glutes, glute max, glute med, glute min, a variety of different exercises. And it's usually the same exercises to strengthen all three of those glutes. It just changing the position of the way your legs are facing to dominate one muscle over the other. So your exercise might not be getting rid of your knee pain because you're just doing the wrong exercises. The way to prevent this from happening is have a well-rounded program to begin with. Strengthen your calf muscles, stretch your calf muscles. Strengthen your quads, stretch your quads. Strengthen your hamstrings, stretch your hamstrings. Strengthen your glutes, strengthen your glutes, stretch your glutes. Strengthen your core. Strengthen your hip flexors, stretch your hip flexors. Strengthen your back muscles, stretch your back muscles. Strengthen your arm muscles, stretch your arm muscles. Strengthen your neck, stretch your neck. And have a good balance of them. If you have a good balanced, rounded, well-rounded program, the chances of you missing out on strengthening a major muscle group is very low. So that is what I wanted to talk about today, was just that you might be doing the wrong exercises. So I will leave you with that. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day, and I am going to sign off before Levi comes in here and barks. He's walking around the house grumbling because of the neighbors are doing lawn yard work outside next door. So have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys soon.